Hello everyone. Welcome to the first video in this how-to series on Madden NFL 18. In today's first video, we are going to take a look at the home screen for Madden NFL 18. We're going to go over it, and at the end of this video, I will give you a tip on how to make the music instrumental, should you choose to do so. And for now, we're going to get started with this video, but on this to do the home screen. So we're sitting at the top of the home screen, the top left side, on the continue icon, and this will allow you to continue what mode you are currently playing, whether that be franchise mode, whether that be head-to-head, whether that be play now, or even long shot. We'll let you continue from here. We're going to go down one on the directional pad. This is an advertisement. This is usually for Madden Ultimate Team. However, I have seen certain holiday advertisements as well in previous renditions. I saw one for Easter in Madden NFL 17, and I saw the same thing for Christmas and Easter in 16. And so this is standard. We're going to go back up once, and we're going to go to the right. And this mode is Ultimate Team. We just talked about Ultimate Team briefly. And Ultimate Team allows you to build a squad from nothing. I've actually played around with this mode a little bit, me and Amber have, and your rating starts out at 50 across the board. Offense, defense, and special teams. And you complete these solo challenges, from winning a game to scoring a certain amount of points to getting a certain amount of yards, rushing, to unlock packages that contain better players. And you add these players to your team to build them up, and then later on you're supposed to be able to get your friends together and go at it in 3-on-3. I have not done 3-on-3 yet, because I've not built up my team enough. With that being said, let's go on over. This mode. Long shot. A mode that, if you have played FIFA, you will know it as the Journey. Well, in Madden 18, our rendition of that is here. It's called Long Shot. The idea is that you take an NFL hopeful out of Mathis, Texas, named Devin Wade, and you guide him on his quest. Join the NFL draft and possibly, I've not completed, to be selected by an NFL team. Tell you what, if I get the chance to choose where he goes, he's going for the Titans. Straight and simple. It's very fast-paced with decision-making. There's lots of good acting and role play here. And it's a bit of a dynamic. It's a bit of a little more in-depth mode than traditionally. Than previously in Madden. And so I hope to complete it at some point. And from what I've played of it, I really like it actually. So it has a lot of potential. Going on over. Franchise. We'll be dealing a lot with franchise. But suffice it to say, there are three roles that a player can play in this mode. Coach, which is the default, and the most recommended if you are playing it for the first time. Player. You are creating a player, you are choosing from a limited selection. If you are choosing a player on the team that you are going to play with, you can choose any player from any position and play. There's owner. And owner is like coach, but on steroids. because not only do you get to make decisions on the field, you get to make decisions behind the desk. How do you handle finances? How do you handle ticket prices? Will you hire a new coach at the end of your season? Will you bid on free agents? All those things you can do as owner, but there are two caveats I must point out. Number one, you're not rich. Number two, if you end up in the negative for more than 2 seasons, your franchise is over. I've actually had that happen to me once, and what they say about you when you end up that way is not very pleasant. All right, going down one. Skills trainer. A lot of young beginners go into skills trainer and play it, but I have talked with one of the developers, or to the developer that we've all been talking with, to try and make it accessible, to write a guide about it, and she has said no. There are areas of skills trainer that are just impractical and not accessible. But what skills trainer is designed to do is to teach you the ways of the game. It covers basic controls, advanced controls, kicking, drills. There's even a section of that where you can run the gauntlet and take on all the drills that a player would take. So apparently you can do a combine simulation. I might try that just for kicks and giggles. But we're not going to document it in the guides, and we're not going to really document it in our video selection. But it is here, and it's One Below franchise, should you all wish to take a chance and dive into it. Going back up and going to the right, this is our 4th press from the very first press of the right directional pad, and our 3rd in the play panel. Going to the right. Play Now Live. Originally known as Play Now in every single rendition of Madden up to this point, there's been a name change. I won't say much about this here, but suffice it to say that the name change is, well, indicative because you can play the NFL season either as it happens or before each game happens, attempting to rewrite live full play. We will demonstrate Play Now Live and how to navigate it in a later video. Going down again. Head-to-head. Head-to-head matchups are online. This is online head-to-head, and you will need an EA Sports account, for starters, which will be documented, which is documented in Karen's draft on how to do. And you will also need an Xbox Live account. In other words, a Microsoft account. If you have a Microsoft email address, you first get your console, you just need to use it. And Xbox Live is a subscription, or Xbox Live Gold is a subscription. I don't think that you need a Gold membership to play online. I do believe that may be free. Anyways, so you need those 2 things, and you can play against one of your friends, or you can play against a random person, and that random person could be anywhere. Anybody. Hence, random. Going down again. Free-for-all practice. This is where you can practice how situations will feel, such as throwing and running and catching, kicking, punting, all those wonderful things. And you can do that without having it count against you in a real game. So if you're unsure of what to do and you don't want to play a real game to test it, you can come here. And that concludes the play panel. I'm going to go up twice and to the right. You heard that noise. That means we have switched to a new panel. This is the live panel. There are two options here. The first option we are sitting on is community files. I made a mistake in my first video, done by another video service. I said commentary files. The commentary is updated regularly. And depending upon which mode you play, you will get more in-depth commentary. The community files, which is what this is, are, for the most part, they're rosters that are created by other players and that are uploaded to a central place where you can go grab them. That saves the time of having you to create your own roster unless you want it done a specific way. The problem is, not accessible. I'm gonna go down one. Update roster. This comes up from time to time as a pop-up before you start playing a game mode, and I will add, if you do online head-to-head, it'll be required that you have the latest roster update. This is basically a quick way of doing that. You can come over here, you can start the process and update your roster, and then you don't have to worry about it later. That's the only two options here. We have one more option / panel to look at. Going over to the right. Customize. They say customize, they mean customize. Everything is in here. You can customize gameplay. You can change audio settings. You can change accessibility settings. It's under Visual Assist, actually. That's documented on how to do. There's all sorts of stuff you can change in here. I'm sure there are things in here I wouldn't even dream of changing. Oh, camera angle. All sorts of things. I'm not even touching the iceberg with what you can change in here. But that is the home screen. And that is everything that's available in Madden NFL 18. But I do want to point something out really quick. For this, I'm going to go back over to the left all the way so that I'm at the continue icon. And I'm at the home panel. But this is how to change the music. You notice that right now, everything that you're hearing is instrumental. I personally like it that way. When you get your copy of Madden 18, it's not going to be instrumental. You're going to have a lot of rap music. And I'll just go ahead and tell you that none of the music in this game has anything to do with a sports game at all. You know, if you're going to at least make music for a game, make it something to do with the theme of the game in question. But the artists didn't do that. They stick to their same old rhetoric, and I'm not going to go there because that's not what this video is about. But there is a way to change it. And I'm not actually going to change it, but I am going to show you how to get to it and walk you through the process. So we're sitting back at the main menu on the left-hand side at the starting point, and I'm going to press down on the R3 button. Xbox One, we don't have an R3 button, so why did I say R3? Well, the R3 button and the right stick are the same thing, just on different consoles. It's called the right stick on Xbox One, R3 on the PlayStation 4. I'm going to press in on this just like you would press any other button. And when I do this, you will hear a sound that indicates a menu has popped up. Think of it as like a content panel, so to speak, like you would see in Windows when you are highlighting something and you want more options. It's kind of like that, except it's divided into panels, just like the main menu is. So off we go, pressing right stick or R3. You heard the sound of that little pop-up, and I'm going to hit my right bumper twice, or in the PlayStation 4's case, R1. Okay, this puts you on the list of tracks. And it currently has the one that is playing, that is highlighted. If I want to deselect a track, I hit the A button or the X button. X on a PS4. If I want to play a track, I will hit the X button on an Xbox One or the square button on a PS4. By default, you're going to be placed on a track you may or may not like. So if I don't like the track, I can deselect it. That track will never play again. So I will continue to go down the list, and when you deselect a track, it's going to play a random one. Don't try to find that one. Just go down to the next one. So you'll go down to the next track, you will hit X to play it, and if you don't like it, just hit A to deselect it. However, because it starts you on the track that it's playing and not on the beginning one in the list, you will have to wrap back around. When you wrap back around, because eventually you're going to get to tracks that are not selected first, and if they're not selected and you try to play them, they're not going to play. So then you have to do the steps in reverse. You hit A to select, and then X to play it. If you like it, you go down to the next one, and continue doing that until you've selected all the ones that you want. Eventually, as I said earlier, you're going to wrap back around to the beginning. So always try to play each track first. If it plays, then it's most likely selected, unless it is the one that you're currently on. And I'm sorry, I can't demonstrate this because of copyright law. YouTube, in their infinite wisdom, has decided that my video, and I tried to demonstrate this before previously, that my video contained music that could not be shared. Well, it's in this game. Apparently that doesn't matter. And I was really upset about that. So this is the best way I can do it. So you go through here. I don't like that one. That one's not selected. I'm going to select it. I'm going to play this one. Okay, no, I'm not. I'm going to deselect it. Okay, I'm going to select this one. I'm going to deselect it. I'm still sitting on it though, but you heard it move down. But I like the one that I just played. I'm going to select it again. I'm going to play it. There. It's back. I'm sorry if that confuses everybody, but YouTube had my hands tied. When you're done selecting these, playing around with these, you're going to hit your left bumper, which is L1 twice, which puts you back at the beginning. And the reason why you'll do that is so if you ever have to do this again, you'll know to hit your right bumper twice. I'm going to hit B, which is the circle button on a PlayStation 4. We are back at the beginning. And this concludes the first video in our how-to series on Madden NFL 18. Next, we are going to take an in-depth look at playing Play Now Live. Until then, good day, everybody.